Sandman post today?
Wait, hold on. I'm about to ask somebody else in the stream too. We got Sierra here. What's up, Sierra?
I gotta go.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I got a dip.
But yeah,
Nice
hold
to
on.
meet you too.
Bye,
Did y'all-
Madara.
did y'all see Sandman shit? Because I feel like that'll give insight to like this whole conversation.
Go ahead and break it down for us.
Hey, yo, D, I'm about to dip, y'all.
Sandman,
Hey, nigga. Bye.
Sandman has said.
See you later though for the stream tonight.
All right.
All right. Bet.
I guess two people. There was an event in Saudi Arabia. I guess one of the guys was from Toei Animation, and then the other one was an editor from Jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy from Toei said he knows the ending of Wano will be surprising. He said the ending of One Piece would be touching, and then he also said these are just the most important points. And then he also said when Wano arc is over, it means that the ending of One Piece will be in sight. That to me is that's the most important.
Big Mom
shit
definitely going down.
I think Wano's gonna be a long time though.
Yeah, we're gonna be in this motherfucker for a minute.
What's a long time?
Yeah, like I feel like we're gonna learn a lot about
Longer-
the story and everything.
We're gonna be in here longer than Dressrosa. Dressrosa was hell on
for
earth.
sure. We have to be. If
Wasn't
he's
Dressrosa
planning to
like
end
2
it
years?
in like 5
Yeah,
years,
Dressrosa was 2.5 years.
supposedly.
And
you know?
Dressrosa was 100 chapters at least.
Like I
think,
want
right?
it to be long. If he's planning to end that, I want it to be long. I want a good fleshed out story.
No,
No,
we're
but
gonna
that's
be
the
in here
thing.
for a while.
That's not gonna happen.
That's
I want
even
it to
worse.
happen, though. If it doesn't,
I don't
I'll
think
be
you guys
so.
understand that.
Understand what?
It needs to happen.
That's even worse.
Why don't you think it's
Wait.
gonna happen?
Yeah, go ahead. Answer that.
Because all right, Zoro versus Mihawk.
Wait, what?
Right? Luffy meeting up with
I didn't
Shanks
hear the
maybe comes.
question.
No, wait.
I'm
Like there's a lot
on
of
my
things.
phone and I don't know what's going on.
Wait, can you hear us right now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear Flo talk?
Yo.
Can you hear
I
that?
can't hear anybody. No,
Can you hear me?
I can hear Dustin and the other guy. I can't hear
Damn.
the
Hello.
blue hair dude.
Damn.
I
Gotta
can't
get your
see.
mic up. Try talking talk a little bass in your voice, Flo.
Hello.
Oh, you got worse, my nigga.
Yeah, you got further away. What's going on, bro?
All right, so
What do you say? You say it because I can hear Dustin like the most clear.
I ain't know what he fucking said.
But all right, so I'm gonna just ask you a different question, but it's still related. Sierra, do you think if Oda ended One Piece in 5 years, which is 200 chapters roughly, could it be done? How the fuck Loner get the link?
Have no fear, the
No.
loner is
In
here.
200 chapters, there's no way.
No
It will be
way
a
in
good ending.
hell.
Hello. Can
No
you?
way
All right.
in
Can you
hell.
guys hear me now?
It will be like a Bleach ending.
I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, don't even get me started on that trash shit, bro. Like the fact that people
It
still
will be a
consider
Bleach ending
Bleach.
if he ends it in 200 chapters.
The fact that motherfuckers still consider Bleach top 3, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is you're stupid. Sorry.
Bleach made me cry. Like I was like, really, this is how he's gonna end this? Like
Bleach-
I was like so sad.
It's 2019, and I still don't know how Ichigo was able to beat the final villain.
I had to have mad people explain that shit to me. Like, yo, make that shit make sense. Last thing I saw was a nigga talk about I treat time like dust to sand, and all of a sudden this nigga dead. Like, what in the fuck all
It
that?
was ridiculous. Like it
Fuck
was
all
a sad ending to Bleach. Like I was like, wow.
Hey, shout out to my boy Loner. Loner, I love you, bro. But how the hell did you get the link, my nigga? Sierra got kicked out. I didn't send it to you.
Well, I don't know. Like it just popped
nigga,
up, and I just it just popped up out of nowhere. I just said, okay, I'm gonna slide through.
Nigga, you know how you got the link. Stop tapping. I don't know. You don't want to snitch on nobody. It's okay.
This nigga said it. I
No,
don't
for
know.
real.
Minding
No,
my
for real.
own
Like,
business.
bro, I seen you were streaming, and then a notification popped up in some group chat thing, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess he sent it to the group, so I clicked on it, and here I am.
Maybe I did. I don't think I dropped it in the group though. But it doesn't matter. I'm just fucking with you, honestly.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, I actually have a time frame for this whole like One Piece ending thing, because like if he did chose to like end it in 5 to 6 years, I would probably say after Wano, it's obviously going to be Elbaf, and then
Right.
and then I believe that after that it's gonna be like a uh some in between arc, and then a Void Century arc explaining like all about the Void Century, the moons, the poneglyphs, and all
You
of
don't
that.
think Void Century is going to be explained in Wano?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Partially.
Yeah. Like I think we're gonna get like the way Wano's shaping up to be. Like I think we're gonna get a bulk of the answers to the mysteries that we've been asking. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think so too, because the Kazuki clan is like a major part of that. Like the
and
whole
the fact that
story.
and the fact that Odin notebook exists. You know what I'm saying? That he kept a log of all the shit that he do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna come into play somehow.
Well, yeah, but I believe though, like you need a whole arc like to like explain a lot of that stuff. Though.
You don't though.
Well,
I think you want a whole arc to explain.
He's gonna fucking like do it within a couple chapters, bro. It's just gonna be a dump.
He shouldn't. Like if Oda. Yeah, he shouldn't do that.
People gonna call me.
He shouldn't, but he has to.
People gonna call me.
Nah, like
people gonna call me a hater for this, but when Oda explains shit, it's always more questions you have than answers you get.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
I don't see him
That is
explaining the Void Century. Like, I mean, you would think he have to.
He has to. We're in the end game. Like,
yeah, but Wano a little bit different, right? Because he's not writing Wano by itself. Like he's almost writing two arcs at the same time. Like he's writing everything that's going down in Wano and all of this shit that happened with Reverie at the same time. And both events are influencing each other. We never seen that happen. He's never wrote in that way. So whatever is going to happen in Wano is going to like have essentially give us all of the insight that we should have, and then he's just going to fast forward us into the end game. We're just going to deal with Shanks, Blackbeard, and then Emu, and that's it. We're done. Like I don't think he's going to leave any wiggle room.
But even after the end game, you still have to have the Straw Hats. Like say for instance, Brooke has to meet Laboon, and Luffy got to get back to Straw Hat, and then everybody has to have
fulfill their
dreams accomplished before it ends as well.
Yeah, but I'm at the point now, like, so for example, like that Laboon shit, like Laboon could just pop up at the end of the war and Brooke see him, but it really could be as simple as that. Like it's the final war, and Brooke
but he has to come back.
And Laboon is shooting cannons out of his blowhole.
You know how Oda gonna do it though? He gonna do it in one chapter. He gonna Luffy gonna do some shit where he unites everybody, and it makes it meaningless for everybody to have a different C. So by Luffy doing that somehow, then Sanji's goal is accomplished. Hey, Sanji, you found the all blue because all the C's are united together and they're all blue. Then that happened. Oh, Nami, you never wrote a map this whole series, but you got the whole map completed now because everybody just want to see.
She's been doing it off screen.
That's what I hate. Flo, can you talk now? I know you got a bag because nobody can hear you.
Can you wait? I know Dustin can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead, Flo.
I don't see the problem.
Go ahead, my nigga.
You can tell he hurt by that.
Yo, I'm eating right now, my guy.
Nah, bro. I know Flo. I stream him for like.
He yo, bro. I just bought this mic off of Amazon with the 2-day shipping. Y'all should definitely hear me, man.
Since she said she couldn't hear him, and he ain't said shit for like the past.
He was hurt.
Dog, I've been eating this whole time. Relax.
He been eating mad as hell. My bad, Flo. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
I don't really have much to say.
You good, bro. You good, bro.
Did you want to say something when you could remember you had a question? Or something, some shit was happening. You have to explain something.
Last thing I remember, I was just saying it was if Wano's longer, it's going to be worse because that means everything that needs to happen outside of Wano needs to be shorter.
What do you mean it's going to be worse? Yeah.
That's what
that's
all right. So the war, Luffy versus Blackbeard. What else has to happen outside of Wano?
All the young players
has to be explained as a Blackbeard, not a Kagura type character.
Yeah, Blackbeard as a character.
And then the final war. Those are
the One Piece has to be found and explained.
Oh yeah, Raftel. Yeah.
Yeah, like how long do you see all of those chapters being, and then you want Wano to be longer?
I think Elbaf will be probably whole cake length, so like 60 to 80
Whole
chapters.
cake?
No,
So like 60
I
chapters.
probably
Yeah.
say
Yo, I thought you were gonna say like 10
Thriller Bark.
chapters or something.
No. Whole cake, like I think it'll be like 60 chapters.
No, it's
No,
gonna
I
be a
say
Zoa
Thriller
max.
Bark.
You think Raftel is gonna be like Zo length?
No, Elbaf.
Oh no. I don't think so. I think because this is just my opinion, but I think Elbaf might be the place where we deal with Shanks because I don't see any other way he comes into the story. And I think the way we deal with Shanks is like a whole Davy back fight, and then by the end of that Davy back fight, Blackbeard come in and big body them niggas, and then we're on our way to Raftel to fight Blackbeard and deal with the One
But
Piece.
see, also my problem with Oda, right? We forgetting about Dragon too.
Yep, that's also something
And
else.
then-
I mean,
then-
he's coming to Wano,
then-
but I see no reason why he should.
Then the thing with Sabo, right? Like Oda is constantly introducing to us new
Plot lines, yeah.
plot lines that we know minimal about, and we still got about 50 other, and I'm being ridiculous, but we got 50 other stories that he introduced that we still know minimal about.
But the thing, like the way I like to look at what he doing with Sabo and the Revs is almost like what he did with Ace and Whitebeard with Marineford. Like he's writing all of these plot lines in the background, so they all converge at the end of the series, right? And they're gonna be, and we're gonna resolve them and call it a day. Like there's no way Sabo dead. There's no way, you know what I'm saying? There's no way that Dragon's gonna get fucked over by the Marines. I just think he's setting all of this up. So by the time we leave Wano and we're getting ready for the final war and shit, all of these players are in their at their like specific points that they need to be. So by the time One Piece is discovered, they just all turn and go to war.
The end of this is my prediction. The end of One Piece is gonna be like 956 and 957. Oda's gonna shock you so much till you don't give a fuck how it's written.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
I
of
wouldn't
that.
mind that. Those were good chapters.
Man, I'm so like disrespected with One Piece. Like there's not in that Oda can drop that make me go, damn, that was great. Like I'm like after he did what he did with Reverie, all of that defending and all of that bullshit.
People try to slip out and say that Reverie was one of the greatest arcs in One Piece.
I mean, I would love to know what happened for that to be said, because to me, ain't shit happened in Reverie.
Yeah,
Like,
nothing happened.
all we got is what we saw, motherfuckers that we
Question.
ain't see in a while. You know what I'm saying? And then we saw some niggas sit down at a table and said, "Let's begin," and that was it.
Nah, this is Reverie.
The aftermath of Reverie was good. Could be like the Warlord stuff, but like the actual Reverie was just kind of like okay.
Yeah, but that shit is inexcusable. He has been hinting Reverie since fucking pre-time skip. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're actually here and you like this is the moment where he should have given us a lot of insight to a lot of information that we needed. But instead, he decided to mix two arcs together. And when one shit is on intermission, here's all of the revelations about what happened, but I'm not actually going to show you those events. That's garbage.
I got nothing to say about that. I agree 100%. You took the words out of my soul, my nigga.
Like really, like I really want, like if this a week where One Piece is going and my hero's not on and my hero's on break, like I'm hurt, man, because I love comparing my hero to One Piece, and the way he writes my hero
is fucking
fantastic. Like I listened to y'all argument a little bit earlier. Details matter. How
That's
one character gets from point A to point B fucking matters. And we don't get that shit in One Piece. We just go, okay, here we are. And let me try. I'm going to explain it away after the fact. And don't you dare ask me no questions about why I did it this way. Like, that's just stupid. Like, at least with Deku's strength, like, you understand step by step how that nigga got there.
Wait. But One Piece has been doing this since the beginning. Like he introduces a struggle and then he explains it like through flashback or like through other characters. I don't think that's like bad.
That's
wait, what do you mean by that?
Let me ask you a question, Miss. Like, how the fuck did Gear Second happen? You telling me he was on the train and fucking was doing some shin stretches?
Wait. Hey, hold on, Sans. She the GOAT now, so you got to kind of
No. Listen, I'm not trying to be. Maybe it's just the way I'm from New York.
I know.
Just got a weird way. I got an aggressive way of talking. I'm not being trying to disrespect, right? But like for me, like
you're good.
The prime example for me that like points to why it's so frustrated is how Luffy came up with Gear Second, right? We go from him getting big bodied and stuck in some fucking buildings, right, to him being on a train, to him then all of a sudden having a way to big body half a CP9. So you telling me on the train?
More than half.
You tell me
All
on the train, really. He did some shin stretches and figured out Gear Second within a day? No. You can't expect me to believe that. And not only that, Oda never gave us an explanation. He gave us an explanation in a movie that half the fandom ain't fucking see.
Yo, don't forget Diablo Jumbo and Ashura too.
Thank you.
And Snake Man as well.
Oh no, Snake.
Yeah. Okay, I don't got no explanation for those. Okay, I agree with you there.
No one knows what Ashura is till this day, and he's just like, "Yo, this is what it just happened."
Those are just straight up just power ups, like no explanation, just anime power ups.
We really believe that Sanji spun on the floor like 1,000 times and hit it, and he fucking heated up his fucking shins and shit, man. Like no.
But see, like, I kind of want to bring it back in perspective because people gonna watch this and they gonna say, okay, we just jumped One Piece and just stumping it out and like. But my issue is not like I have issues with One Piece, right? But I have these issues because I love the series and I want it to be done the way I feel like it could be, like as great as it, when I first got introduced to it. And I want to get better as I read it. But when I see people that supposed to love the series in a similar way that I do, constantly like try to fill in the blanks or defend, like even like Sierra, she loved the series, right? But when it was something that was bullshit, she just said, yeah, that was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like a lot of people don't do that. If they see something that's bullshit, they will try to like reach as far as they can to try to like pain. You know what I'm saying? Or so like that's my true issue is the stands. It's not the but let me ask Loner and Sierra this because y'all new to the stream. Do you think Luffy was solo Kaido and Big Mom in Wano? And if so, how would you feel about that?
No. Because that would be trash.
It would. Like, I just don't see any possible way he can solo right now.
That shit would be inexcusable.
I can't even think of a way like how that would be possible. I can't even think of something like how to make it somewhat reasonable.
He's definitely not going to solo Kaido. I know that. Because like Kid already said that. He already like there's foreshadowing. Kid was like, "Yo, let's team up." Like
Hey, Flo, I ain't even gonna front, bro. Like you talk to the community, and they feel because we got that insight to that level 3 hockey that once Luffy used that shit on Kaido, that changed the whole dynamics of the fight. Like
no, it would help, but it wouldn't do much.
Let me just explain. Like there's the opinion is that once he unleashed that shit, it's going to cause major damage to Kaido, and that'll sort of turn the scales. Where I believe that Kaido's gonna feel that shit and be like, "Oh wait, that shit kind of hurt," and then we're gonna see a Kaido that weaves. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see that type of nigga. So,
maybe this flashback, we'll see how Odin got his hit on Kaido, and maybe that might be like some sort of insight to how to defeat Kaido. But Big Mom, I still have no idea. Like, I don't know.
Some people,
I believe she's probably going to be a plot point for Elbaf, maybe.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. There is a chance that she continues to follow us because like Luffy did say, "I'm gonna kick your ass all up and down the New World."
Yeah, I hate Luffy. I love hate because like when Luffy says shit like that, I love it. Like that's what I love from. That's why I love Luffy when he says shit like that. But he never he hasn't been backing it up post time skip in my opinion. Joy Boy says
he's been trying, but
yeah. Joy, like he said, I'm not gonna run from anybody anymore than the first thing
he do.
Like, come on, bro. He said, Joy Boy, some people aren't going to see the same problem as you see, Dustin. And this is the problem that I have because I feel like if I lay out something A, B, C, D, E, then you should see it. But I don't understand that some people may not just see it. So I got to work on that. But solo Kaido win, where not. So how do y'all see because this is my problem. I don't see it either. I don't see Luffy taking down Kaido, honestly, let alone both of them. But to me, Oda has set it up to like, if not Big Mom, at least Kaido is going to fall by the end of this arc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that happen?
I think it's gonna be like I don't know if anyone's seen Stampede or seen like the
Zoro.
spoilers or heard anything about it, but like I think it's gonna go down the same way they handle the motherfucking Stampede. Everybody gonna jump that nigga, and then
Whoa, I haven't seen Stampede yet. Wait,
okay, my bad. All right.
So, I mean, by the trailers, you could if you've seen the trailer, people jump.
Yeah, so like they're gonna jump his ass, and then by the end, it's gonna be 1v1, and Luffy gonna, pull out some new form or some shit, and then exactly.
Yeah,
and
I hate that. I hate that. That's the only acceptable way, but that's still
That movie was trash.
Like the only way I look at Wano, and in particular the fight with Luffy and Kaido, like all this is a big ass training arc for Luffy's ornaments to be fucking insane. And we won't beat Kaido until Luffy's ornament is up to par. And until that moment, Kaido won't go down.
And I got a question too.
Go ahead,
did anyone y'all see the Zoro and King of Lightning debate?
Nigga, you gotta stop saying you gotta stop saying every other word, my nigga.
Well, like I was trying to remember which one it was.
Hey, you weak. Go ahead. My bad, Loda. I just had to fuck with you.
No, like the hockey thing, like the other Straw Hats like need hockey. I believe they do, but
yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, like I believe that they do need it. Per se.
All of them?
Well, yeah.
Like basic hockey or like what? Like they just need
some of
general,
I believe some of the Straw Hats need observation, and then some of them need armament. Because I feel like they are a little bit too weak still.
No, they are deplorable.
Well, yeah.
I'm kind of like of the opposite. Like I think some of them definitely need hockey, right? Like I think at most maybe like Nami and Usopp need hockey, because like I think I'll say the original 5 all need it. Everyone else, like I don't see the necessity. Like
they need a way to fight, and
either hockey or
I think they need
something,
a way to fight more so than
something
hockey. Like some of
Keystone.
the shots, yes, but like need the hockey, but all of them, I kind of agree. They really don't all need hockey.
Like Frankie and Robin to me don't really need hockey. Like Robin just needs to look at you and she can fucking snap your neck. You know what I'm saying? So like that's easy money. Frankie just need like to incorporate Sea Stone into his shit and he's fine. You know what I mean? Like there's not a like I think it's more like the fans just wanting all of them to be broken.
I don't think they need to have, and I feel like there's no point even going down the path of making them broken now, because that's just gonna look like
it'll be too
sloppy.
rushed, and it won't be like
sloppy.
sloppy.
But I feel like you should. But hockey is a very integral part in One Piece right now, even though it's like we still don't know a lot about it. So if they're not going to have hockey, they're going to have something that enables them to combat people that do have hockey.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just snap people's necks, but they got hockey. Like he got to make it make sense. But I just don't feel like it's too much. Like Flo said, it's too much. It's like Robin ain't really did shit. Zoro's I'm not caught up to One Piece. But from my knowledge, Zoro still hasn't had a real 1v1 fight since the time skip.
Yeah, nope. He working on that. He getting there. I give you that, but he getting there.
Like, what's up with that noise? What's up with that? What you mean? You disagree?
I could probably see him fighting a Koshiro, maybe.
There will be moments in Wano where like Zoro has actually Wano was the first time we saw Zoro hurt. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, it's just the truth though. Like since the time, this is the first time he really been hurt, and I feel like Oda with Zoro in specific, like I think after this arc, Zoro will probably have the most fights in Wano. Like I don't think anyone's gonna be fighting as much as Zoro has. Like I think he's gonna be fighting multiple niggas.
I wouldn't mind seeing like Zoro shine, you know. I wouldn't mind it. I want to see Zoro go all out, like I really do. So I would not mind.
I agree.
See, this is the thing, because I'm a Zoro like stan. Like I love Zoro, but it makes no sense for him to fight anyone other than Koshiro or stronger than Koshiro. Like, because if he fights King 1-on-1, that kind of implies that Zoro was
first commander this whole time.
Yeah,
exactly.
because
No, but
he didn't fight anyone. And
that's my point as to why he has to fight people in between. Like I do think he has to fight King because I can't see anyone else who will, right? And he can't just jump from big body and Pika to having an extreme diff fight with King. Like he needs to work his way up to that. And that's why I feel like if you've seen like Zoro not only fought a couple people, but then got that power up. So like Oda's moving him in that direction, at least from my opinion.
But okay, we always gotta ask us. I feel like always gotta ask yourself if you tripping first, because are we being like Frank Ocean stands right now? Like, and what I mean is, do we have unreasonable expectations, or are our expectations within reason?
Oh well, yeah, because I mean, you need to see things happen, and you want it explained. So I don't think it's unreasonable.
I think there needs to be like some sort of stepping stone fights, like Zoro versus the Koshiro dude. If he defeats him, okay, now Zoro's stronger. Now he can go up to the next dude. But that's why Wano needs to be like long, because we need to see like how the Straw Hats are gonna fight these Yonko level people. You know, like we need some stepping stones, not just the jump. Because Luffy did the jump with Katakuri, and which was kind of like, it was good, but
I know he kind of Oda kind of walked him there. You know what I'm saying? Like
no.
He
did.
No, he just let him win. He let him win. He let him win.
Stop. We spent 45 minutes arguing about this very topic earlier, and I don't want to go back to that. No, you good. I know where that's gonna go. But
I was just saying though, like the jump, like I don't want to see another jump. Like he did it with Luffy, and it's like, you know, it's the fans excused it, you know, but it wasn't the best. I don't think it was like explained well how Luffy just defeated Katakuri. Like it was a good fight, but like it was.
I hear what you say.
Where you been for about a year? We needed this kind of sense during this whole cake. Wano, like,
I was having a whole child. I have a child.
We got to give you a pass, but we needed that, because like when I see people that ain't say things like that's what I be wanting from, because like I talk to you niggas like all the time. I don't talk to her. So for when I have these conversations with her for the first time and she says that, but I talk to you niggas like Pain every day, and y'all niggas can't get. I know y'all smart, and y'all can't like just like, yeah, that was some bullshit. But I still fuck with, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm split on that fight. That's why, like, so like I think like if Luffy had just came into Whole Cake Island and only fought Katakuri, I would get at, you know what I'm saying? I would get at more.
But like I say, people don't remember. Like, you know, the community got a short memory. People when. They didn't even think he was gonna fight Katakuri at first.
Oh yeah, well that was just.
And then when he
saw Katakuri, I knew what it was.
Then when he fought Katakuri, like, oh yeah, he gonna fight him, but he gonna lose.
Well, yeah, because with Cracker, he had to get help from Nami, like because he was struggling against Cracker. So it's like when he was up for Katakuri, it was like, okay, he's gonna lose, and then he somehow manages to win. So it's kind of just like, okay.
And yeah, and I agree with that line of thinking. But my thing is like they was flipping so much, because they went from he wasn't gonna fight him to he's gonna fight him, but he's not gonna win. And then like the last few chapters of the fight, they were like, oh, okay, Luffy's got to. Of course, Luffy has to win this fight. I'm like, bro, like, do y'all not remember? But that's bringing up old shit. But what I wanted to, One Life Man says, hey, what's up, bro? Let me look at these comments. You're talking shifting perspective in different locations. Katakuri fanboys are delusional. Luffy gonna get a second for like a jump too. I think, okay, that's what I want to say. Because of what Sierra was saying earlier, I think and I'm not reading it, but I think all of Act 3 should just have been stepping stone fights.
They should be, but they're probably not going to be.
Because we already done breezed through 2 acts, and I feel like Act 3 should just be stepping stone fights.
This is the time that Oda needs to have the Straw Hats catch up to Luffy, because there's a big ass gap between Luffy and everybody else, in my opinion. And if he doesn't, and if he don't correct that, there's a serious problem. And my concern is that he's only gonna focus on like Zoro and maybe like Sanji, and then say fuck everyone else. You know what I mean? And that's still not okay. Like this arc is the arc where we go back to Alabasta style, and everybody get their own solo fights. And we get a chapter and a half dedicated to that fight. This is the arc for that. And if he doesn't do that,
it'll be a waste and it'll be lame.
Exactly.
Yep. Joy Boy says, then what do you think Oda should have done to not make it feel like a jump?
Explain it.
Yeah, but to me, when Oda did the time skip, he had a clean slate. And he just fucked it up, in my opinion. He fucked it up. Like, he didn't do what he could have done. And I think Dressrosa was when he really fucked it up.
Wait, a jump where? Joy Boy's question, I'm kind of not understanding it. Like, make it feel like a jump, like just Luffy and his
power
versus Katakuri, or just Luffy like right now as a character?
I think he's talking about what you were talking about with like Luffy's.
If Oda didn't want to make it a jump, he should have had. Wait, you're talking about the Future Sight jump?
Yeah, that was bullshit. How you feel about the Future Sight, Sierra?
Like, I don't know. Like, like he's got it, and the Future Sight, I don't even know how to explain this. Hold on, wait. Someone else talk for a second.
Go ahead, Flo.
All right. So if I was Oda, right? Because at the end of the Katakuri fight, he was.
If I was Oda, fucking Dustin, I got millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's facts. But if I was Oda, I would have like first shown, all right, he's kind of getting it, right? Then I would have him explain like, oh yeah, I could kind of use it, but there's limitations to it. Right? Like they're saying, oh, I only could see like maybe a second. So it's not like I could only see, I can like, see other people's future. I only can see my future, or I can't like, just like little things. And it's like, it has to have like some limitations or something to see like, oh yeah, it wasn't just given to me.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. Like he could only see like a half second of what's about to happen.
Yeah, but Oda like purposefully didn't restrict himself with how far, like he never gave us like an explanation to how Katakuri's future sight worked, like how far into the future can he see? Does he activate it on his own, or does it hit him like a That's So Raven moment? Like all of the details that we needed to know about future sight, Oda purposefully didn't give us those details so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted when in regards to when Luffy has it and uses it. So like it is what it is, but like it's inexcusable at the same time.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're completely in the dark about Future Sight, and then like everybody's just having their own little headcanon theory of how it is and stuff like that. And then like that's why people want to fill in the blanks, say, oh yeah, he only could do this, or this is that, and it's like there's so much we don't know.
I think Oda could have fleshed out Luffy's own Future Sight more, because like Luffy has always been like an instinctual like character. So that could have been like his future side, like really honed instinct, like Katakuri he's literally seeing the future. How Luffy, like he's literally seeing the future. That's kind of whack, because it's like, okay, we've never seen Luffy do this. And all of a sudden, just because Haki blooms in battle, now he can see in the future. Yep. He could have made it better just being like, oh, it's instinct. He has like a even better instinct now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Like I felt like
he see like
I wish Pain and Soul was in here right now. I wish there was in here right now.
No, because what Sierra's saying is facts. Like there was a whole point where like Luffy didn't need, like I don't think you need Future Sight to beat somebody with Future Sight. You see what I'm saying? Like I felt
Luffy don't have it.
Yeah, like he had the instinct from like
exactly like
beginning of series.
He kept saying this shit that Luffy feel motherfuckers' emotions and all this and that. Like I thought he was gonna read the intent behind somebody attack and really get nice with that. And we even deal with a motherfucker like Katakuri, and I would have been cool with that. But it's Oda did what he did, and now we're here. So fuck it.
Yeah. Do you think it ties into the his voice of all things?
No, like the way I like to think about it is that once it was essentially announced that Oda was doing the Four Yonko saga, I think, or at least in my head, that Oda was using these arcs to essentially get Luffy to be at the level of a Yonko. And Whole Cake Island to me was, regardless of who he fights, regardless of how those fights play out, he needed at least one of these aspects to be up to par, either his ornament, his conquerors, or his observation.
But see, I need. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Oda just made Katakuri too strong, because Luffy beating that strong of a character, it was so like that was the jump. Like he was so
right, but
such a strong ass character.
That was the way for him to make Luffy's observation up to par.
But no, he did. But he did it horribly, though.
I agree
he
with
did
you.
it bad.
He just needed to
like,
do it. That's all. That's all. That's my whole argument.
But we agree that he needed to do it. But if you need to do something, you should do it the best you can. You know what I'm saying? And that was like my problem with Oda is he doesn't do things definitively. Like when he fought, if you're gonna have Luffy fight Katakuri, you should have made it definitive that he won. And make it make sense so that we're not questioning Luffy further when he goes up against stronger people.
Yes, just make it make sense.
I mean, I know that's you would think that wouldn't be a lot to ask for, but this is One Piece we're talking about.
Sean,
shit to fit, and Oda don't operate that way.
Sean says, "Yo, Dustin, what time is your manga of the year stream? I'm gonna do it at because I'm about to watch football in a couple hours, so I'm gonna do it at 5:30 my time, so that's like 8:30 Eastern. So yeah, but we're doing manga of the year and we doing manga of the decade. So if y'all want to, and like if people in the chat too, y'all can say y'all mangas of the year, but we're just gonna go through and give our mangas of the year and why. Talk about other mangas that was up there. Maybe even do worst manga of the year just for fun, and then we'll do the manga of the decade. And spoiler alert, One Piece is not my manga of the year or decade, and Dr. Stone is mid. That's another conversation for another day. It is. I be seeing Perm and Sunpatch on Twitter like hyping that shit up like crazy, and I'd be like shit is mid and shit. But
I stopped reading after this new arc, man. Like,
hey, I'm gonna hop out.
Okay.
Boy, gotta go to the gym, then hit the books. But I'll catch up.
Fuck your life, nigga. Matter of fact, but it's been 2 hours, so let's before you leave, Flo, let's just do final words and let's dip. So we'll start with you because you gotta go hit the gym and books and shit.
We start with me. All right.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Okay, Ghost first. Go ahead, Sierra. Go deep.
I just want to say, like, thanks for having me. This was my first stream, and it was really fun. So I definitely want to come back again.
Anytime. You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. See you guys.
Peace out. Nice to meet you.
Is that the real Joy Boy?